Okay, 24 model 500 EXC-F. This is the Australian model, so in the airbox we don't get the reeds, that's just a straight through path there. The ECU is unrestricted, so it allows us to run the modes, the map switch, quick shifter, traction control. You have to set up the quick shifter. There's a whole process you got to go through to program that, so I haven't done that yet. What else would be different? On the exhaust side, there is a spark arrestor in there, but it's a bit more opened up, I think, than some of the other ones. Comes stock with Metzeler 6 Days Extreme tyres, so they look all right, I suppose. Guess we'll find out. I'm going to ride this on the road as well, so we'll see how that goes. No O2 sensor, that's been removed. All the emission stuff, I don't know if I showed you or not on the other side here. All that emission stuff, you know, the vapor recovery system, that's all gone, and all the plumbing removed. I'd say that that's a blocked off connection for the charcoal canister. So the charcoal canister, they must still leave it in there, but I don't know if you can see it down in there, but the vapor tube just goes nowhere, just terminates right there, so that's not going anywhere. Other than that, pretty much the same model as everyone else gets. Initial impressions from 2-minute ride. Suspension's very dull. Like, I don't know whether it's just not set up for my weight. I'm about 83 kilos. It's got an 85 kilo spring in it, so it's, you know, at the high end, but it should be all right. But it's, yeah, I think I got to play with the rebound. I just put all the clickers in the middle just to see how I go to start with. It's also a really low bike. I was expecting this to be quite a bit taller, but it's a tiny bit taller than the GS and quite a bit lower than my WR. Probably a good inch lower than the WR. So I'm about 6 foot. I can flat foot this bike, but I haven't set up the sag or anything yet, so I don't really know. I have to take that rear shock out and have a play with it and just sort of see how to set that up properly. First service is after 1 hour. Drop the oil. It's probably got some sort of run-in oil, and there's a whole bunch of stuff they want you to check. Check the valve clearances, which, you know, after an hour seems odd, but maybe they're out of spec from the factory, so I'll do that anyway. That doesn't take long at all. I'm gonna try not to do too many mods to it because I've got other bikes for longer rides. Bark busters on it. Maybe I'll put like one of those shark fin things down there. I was playing around with like swing arm guards, like those things, but kind of didn't like the look of it, so I think I'll take those off. I'll keep running with those double take mirrors. Some sort of tail tidy, looks pretty awful, so I'll do something to that. That's probably it though, to be honest. I don't really know whether I'll do much more. It's pretty vibey, but it's not vibey on the bars to your hands. It's just the whole thing's pretty vibey, which you got to expect with a 500 single. Not enough to go, this is annoying yet, because I've only ridden it for like 2 minutes, but like usually, you know, vibey is, you know, the mirror's blurred. That's probably when you're going to start to feel it in your hands, but it's none of that. Like the bars actually go pretty good. It's just the whole thing is a little bit vibey, but we'll see. Maybe the only other thing is it's way too tall geared. I think it's got a 14 to front sprocket. Comes with a 13 though in the box, so I'll swap that one out. But it's just like first gear. Like I want first gear to crawl down a hill, and this thing's geared for the road. So I don't really want to change that nice fancy rear sprocket, to be honest, because I figure that will be pretty expensive to buy another fancy blingy one. So I'll go with one down in the front, and we'll just see what happens. You know, you're going to sacrifice at the top end, but you know, we can only do 100k an hour here anyway, and I don't know what this bike will be like at 100k an hour. I'm sure it'll do it, but like, you know, if you're riding on a road at 100, you bought the wrong bike. Anyway, we'll see how we go.